Down the backstretch, Bobby Labonte is still about 5 or 6 car lengths behind him. Here comes Tony Stewart off the corner. And in his 25th NASCAR Winston Cup race, Tony Stewart wins at Richmond International Raceway. Becomes the first rookie in Winston Cup racing to win since Davey Allison at Dover.
Tony Stewart, who started 11th, would become only the second driver to win 2 races in his rookie season. Davey Allison, the other in 1987. Tony Stewart off the corner, checkered flag. Tony Stewart wins at Phoenix International Raceway, the 7th Pontiac win of the year. There's a scramble right now for position. That is 10th and 11th. Gordon and Earnhardt. That is for position into turns 3 and 4. For 10th place,
Gordon puts a slide job on him. Earnhardt turned down under him.
Gordon hangs on, grabs the position. 10th for Gordon, 11th for Earnhardt.
Half a lap to go, 3/4 of a mile for Stewart. The 28-year-old from Rushville, Indiana, made his fame and fortune in open-wheel cars on the dirt and paved tracks of the Midwest. He's come to the NASCAR Winston Cup circuit in fine style in 1999. Checkered flag in the air. The inaugural Pennzoil 400 at Homestead goes to Tony Stewart. 3rd victory of the season for Stewart and his Joe Gibbs' own team. Behind him, here comes Dale Jarrett off of turn number 4. He's going to finish the race in the 5th position, and Dale Jarrett has won the NASCAR Winston Cup Championship for 1999.
It will be the 3rd win of the season for Pontiac. And as we said, the 12th winner in 13 races. Tony Stewart wins. He led 242 laps. The battle at the stripe goes to Burton over Skinner. We also saw Labonte and Jarrett, with Bobby Labonte by a nose.
Been really dry down there.
It is over. Tony Stewart wins the K. It's all over. And there is a very soaked and very happy winner. 2 weeks in a row. Tony, Ken Squire is with him.
Welcome back, everybody. Well, it is over here in New Hampshire. The ThatLook.com 300 has gone to Tony Stewart by virtue of the rain that has fallen now at lap 273. So Tony Stewart wins, and he is our Bryant Cool driver of the race. Closing on the 4th win of the year for Tony Stewart. His 7th career victory. And the 8th Pontiac win of 2000. Tony Stewart sweeps at Dover Downs in Delaware here in the 2000 season. Johnny Benson will have a career best 2nd place finish, with Rudd, Hart, and Bobby Labonte coming home in the top 5. Let's go downstairs to Mike Hogwood.
He's going to get a challenge on this last lap. He's now in turns 3 and 4, and winning his 2nd consecutive race of 2000 is Tony Stewart. His 5th win of this year. That's more than any other driver. Now we'll watch for the finishing positions as they come down. It's going to be Bobby Labonte finishing in the 10th position, and the rest of the drivers on the lead lap. Bill Weber.
He may catch Mark for 3rd. He probably won't get him.
I don't think he wants to. Who's happier now? These guys or the 20 bunch?
So much heart, so much effort, dedication, skills goes into winning a NASCAR Winston Cup championship on the part of so many teams. It'll be sweet for Joe Gibbs today. Tony Stewart wins the Pennzoil 400 for a 2nd straight year. Here comes Labonte. Bobby Labonte is the NASCAR Winston Cup champion for 2000. Spinning down the back straightaway. No matter. Checkered flag in the wind. Tony Stewart, 10th career victory, first of the season. That was Elliott Sadler spinning down the backstretch as a lot of wild things happened in the last 2 laps.
Well, that's basically what that's all about. When you stop them over there and get them lined up like that for a shootout, that's just kind of a preview of the next week's race, Winston, coming up.
This is one place.
And Terry Labonte has spun.
It doesn't matter. We're on the white flag lap. I'm sure the spotters will be telling these guys.
Terry Labonte's sitting right where those cars come off turn 11.
But they come to the flag no matter what on the last lap.
You race back.
The caution is out, but they race to the checkered flag on the caution. Stewart by 6 car lengths.
It's going to be interesting. Watch Robbie Gordon going down in his turn 11. This is the time you might as well go on and drive her down in there, Robbie. See what you got, buddy.
No, he's too far back, Larry. Unless Tony lines it up and slides out of the groove. They know about Terry Labonte's car here.
Tony Stewart.
Look at Robbie. He's got her smoking sideways back there.
Off the corner, and Stewart will get his 11th career Winston Cup victory. He wins on a road course in only his 5th road course start. There's Ward Burton coming across after a great day. Bobby Labonte, Jeff Burton, Bill Elliott, the top 10. Robbie Gordon pulls alongside Tony.
Let's give a hand to Tony Stewart.
Here comes Harvick trying to close in. But it's not going to be enough. Tony Stewart gets his 3rd win of 2001. He wins the Sharpie 500 at Bristol. Last lap change of position. Ricky Rudd gets by Rusty Wallace, and Rusty's obviously not happy at the tactics.
1 or 2 to go and see if he can't close that gap.
This is it, final lap. Turn 4, Stewart the high line. Junior, the low line is coming.
Here he comes.
He cuts the gap in half, but Tony Stewart scores his first super speedway win in over a year.
Pretty dominant little performance there, Larry.
Yes, it was. Dale Earnhardt Jr., of course, 2nd. But how about that man that finishes 3rd, Jimmy Johnson, in only his 7th Winston Cup start?
He won at Atlanta, and if he rounds turns 3 and 4, he'll score his 2nd victory of 2002. Tony Stewart's Home Depot Pontiac wins the Pontiac Excitement 400.
Ryan Newman 2nd, Jeff Burton 3rd, teammate Mark Martin in 4th. Jeremy Mayfield finishes 5th, Matt Kenseth 6th, Jeff Gordon 7th, Steve Grissom 8th, Ricky Craven 9th, and Jimmy Spencer comes home 10th.
He has agreed to undergo anger management counseling, trying to overcome the temper problems that have dogged him throughout his career. Today, he's funneled that anger into a powerful drive. As he comes to the final corner, Tony Stewart is going to win at Watkins Glen, his 3rd win of the season, and his 1st win at this historic road course. Stewart's your victor.
Nobody run out of gas.
Ryan Newman with a great drive for 2nd. Robbie Gordon, P.J. Jones, Ricky Rudd fill out the top 5.
And Jeff Green made it 40 laps on fuel.
Mark Martin, the 6th car, complaining about his car pushing. One thing he could have done during that caution flag is get that right front cool just a little bit. But I'm going to tell you, Tony really stretches. Trouble!
Oh, no. I've seen this act before.
Jeff Green.
All right, the caution is out. This probably will be for the race coming to the line. Jeff Green in the 1 car.
That's a shame. He was running so well.
Yeah, he crossed the line in 7th last time, Darrell.
I think that dirt bank back there and the guardrail change has done its job. That's a lot better than what we saw here last time.
Well, Mark Martin drove it into turn 3 that time.
This is for the win. This will be the final lap at speed, and Tony Stewart leads into the flag.
Yeah, there's no way we can get this race restarted. That's lap 198.
The red flag window was 4 laps to go. Greg Biffle in trouble coming across the line in the 16 car, somehow in turn 3.
I wonder if Biffle in the 1 car may have made some contact.
Increases the point lead.
Yep. Well, Ryan Newman hangs in there in 5th place. Good day for him.
3 top 5s in a row for Ryan.
Yes, sir.
The defending Winston Cup champion, Tony Stewart, gets his first win of 2003, winning the Pocono 500.
Dale Jr. up there in fourth place. Good job, Dale Jr.
Yeah, Matt Kenseth only picked up 5 points on Junior.
Half second behind Ryan Newman for second spot.
But the track position he lost earlier, he'll not be able to make up. The defending NASCAR Winston Cup Series champion is going to make a very excellent late charge from 8 seconds back to victory lane. Remarkable late race run for Tony Stewart as he wins the UAW GM Quality 500 here at Lowe's Motor Speedway, Charlotte.
He's been by far the best car today. There's no doubt about it.
Drivers who won a race a year ago who've not won this year. There are quite a few of them. In fact, 11 drivers. Winners last year, not this. Scratch one off the list. Tony Stewart, with his first win of 2004, he takes the Tropicana 400 in Chicago by almost 3 seconds over Jimmy Johnson. Brushed it off probably as well as he ever has. A disappointment at Indianapolis particularly. And here at Watkins Glen today, overcoming the physical cramps that have dogged him throughout the day, and he's going to ride his way to a dominating win. He'll lead half the race today and take his second Watkins Glen checkered flag. Tony Stewart is the winner. Second and a half margin of victory over Ron Fellows. Stewart leads 46 of the 90 laps. His second win of 2004. And his third victory on a road course. Look at Casey Mears wiggling it to the finish line. He ran out of gas just a couple of 100 yards shy of the checkered flag.
He made it to the end. Congratulations. He lost third spot, but he made it to the end.
Oh, Rudd got a good run off of a 10 there. I think it's going to pay off for him.
And Kurt might not be expecting Rudd to hold the bottom here. Checkered flag will be in the air. 20th career win for Tony Stewart, his 4th Nextel Cup road course victory, and Ricky Rudd holds off Kurt Busch for 3rd. Rusty Wallace, Dale Jarrett, Elliott Sadler, and Ron Fellows is the first of the road course ringers. Nice job by Brian Simo to finish in the top 10 as well.
Yeah, that 20 car will get awfully wide from this point on.
Half a lap for Tony Stewart. Won on the road course a week ago at Sonoma. Picked up emotion and momentum, pursuing his second Nextel Cup championship. Tony Stewart, a native of Indiana, has always wanted to win at Indianapolis, but tonight he's going to shut out the field, and Tony Stewart takes the checkered flag at Daytona. And a top 10 for Jeff Gordon. They will take those strong finishes to Chicago. And Tony Stewart wins 2 in a row. That's the race for 4th. That's your race leader. Half a lap to go. Remember, those two had contact just a few laps ago. They're going to battle it out for 4th. But Tony Stewart's going to bring that Home Depot Chevrolet off of turn 4. And Tony Stewart, a winner at Daytona, now wins at New Hampshire.
Here comes Bobby Labonte, finished 3rd, and here comes the battle for the 4th position between Busch and Biffle.
And Kyle probably won't let up. We'll just keep going.
This is going to be really, really big for him.
Half a lap to go. The fans cheering. Turn 4, the last trip down the front stretch. Tony Stewart, a native Hoosier, his dream comes true. Tony Stewart wins the All-State 400 at the Brickyard. Let the party begin. Stewart, the new road course king in the NASCAR Nextel Cup Series, sweeps off of 7, makes the right-hander. He can see the checkered flag now. Tony Stewart goes back-to-back and wins at the Glen.
Talk about dominating.
Real bad down there, right in the middle of 1 and 2 and off. Kyle got on the outside a little bit too much.
And here comes Junior to the inside.
Big Orange, Tony Stewart gets the win.
And Kyle Busch got loose. Dale Earnhardt Jr. will beat him back to the line for 4.
Well, it's a good race for second, third, and fourth.
It was that.
High fives all around. As Tony Stewart, who had not won since Watkins Glen last August, earns his 25th career Nextel Cup victory.
Now just remember, it gets really tense coming down the back right here. You start blocking.
3 in turn 3. Caution is out.
Caution is out. Will we go to overtime, or will the checkered flag wave?
That's it. We were in a white flag lap.
We took the white flag. We took the white flag.
The field is frozen at the moment of caution. The yellow flag waves as they come toward the finish line. Tony Stewart and the Home Depot Chevrolet will score the second win of 2006 and the 26th career victory for Stewart.
Be quite a few more of them running out.
Stewart's out.
Can he coast around in time? Had that 17-second lead. Casey Mears is the second-place car. Stewart slow through turn 4, trying to reach the finish line.
It looks like Casey Mears is out of fuel now.
Casey Mears slow in turn 3. Tony Stewart's going to take the checker flag and coast across the finish line and win.
That's unbelievable.
There's Mears. Tony Raines is out of fuel. Mears gets second place.
He just came on the radio and Bill said, "Where did we finish?" And they started screaming, "You just won on fuel mileage for the first time."
Can Kenseth get third from Earnhardt? And a car in the wall.
The 07 car.
Boyer trying to keep it high on the track. They've already taken the white flag. If the caution was to come out, the race would be over. Kenseth trying to make a move on the 8 of Earnhardt. This is for third.
Oh, Junior's getting loose. And so did the 17. Kenseth's got loose. Got on the apron a little bit.
Tony Stewart takes the checkered flag.
Earnhardt. Just. That was close. Earnhardt's gone. Did I beat him? Kansas going, did I beat him? That was close.
By 7/1000ths of a second, he beat him.
Tony Stewart won last week at Atlanta with a dominating run, strong pit stops, a good crew. Outside the chase for the Nextel Cup Championship, cannot defend his title, but he can be strong down the stretch. Tony Stewart wins at Texas.
Guys are just trying not to take each other out.
Yeah.
At that point in time.
Just bring it on home.
Did you hear him say, not much teamwork here, just bring it on home?
So Kenseth in second, Edwards in third. But Tony Stewart, 20 races since his last trip to victory lane at Texas in November. Tony Stewart wins at Chicago.
Great run for the 20 Home Depot team and Tony Stewart.
So maybe that pep talk from Coach Gibbs really did work.
If it did, I'm going to see if I can pay him to come talk to me next week. I'm sure it did. I'm sure it did.
Track on top of a bus covered up in coats so he could watch these guys race. It's a track that he has dreamed of winning time and time again. He won here in 2005, and once again, with the help of that guy right there, Zippy, Greg Zippinelli, Tony Stewart will come down here in 2007 and take the win in the All-State 400. Tony Stewart wins it.
Take a look at him, guys. A lot of confidence. It's 2 wins at the track he loves so much. One of the favorite tracks. It's a kid he always wanted to win here, Jerry. He's got 2 of them now.
He ran the Indianapolis 500 5 times, never won it, 1 and 2 so badly, and now he has 2 wins in NASCAR's Elite Division, the Nextel Cup Series, in just 9 starts. And he made it look easy in total domination, almost casual at times driving that race car.
Carl's got 2 more shots, the entry at 10 and the entry at turn 11 to catch him.
And Carl goes off the racetrack. Edwards off in the gravel. Here comes Tony Stewart out of turn 11. And congratulations to Team Chevy driver Tony Stewart, winner of the Nextel Cup at Watkins Glen.
Denny Hamlin's teammate comes in second. And take a look at Jimmy Johnson, brings him home 3rd with Ron Fellows, and Robbie Gordon bringing in the 5th spot. And you got to hand it to Carl Edwards. He went for it. He went for the victory going into 10.
And he still comes home with a top 10 finish. He cleared the gravel trap, came home 8th.
Now, I guarantee he never lifted when he was going through the gravel.
They want to try.
Single file.
They're all wanting to go, but everybody's just filling that spot, so they're not getting that opportunity.
David Reagan hasn't won. Regan Smith, the rookie. Paul Menard is there. Tony Stewart has never won at Talladega in a NASCAR Sprint Cup car.
He's going to have to do a lot of blocking right here. They've got to run on him. Got to run.
Here they come.
I can't go down there and do that, though.
Actually, I think it's legal on the last lap. He might have got it right there. I think it's legal on the last lap. We're looking next door to see.
Below the yellow line. He was below.
We still haven't got an indication, but it looks like Regan Smith won this race.
Why would it be legal on the last lap?
That's what they were
187.
You heard Tony Stewart, some of those guys commenting on you can't go below the yellow line to make that pass. There's Tony inside the car. We are waiting to get definitive information from NASCAR.
He definitely passed below the yellow line pretty much the whole way.
John Darby, Mike Kelton are having a discussion.
We'll see. Good effort.
Here's the replay again. Watch a 0-1.
And he got forced down there. I mean, Tony Stewart actually forced him down a little bit.
Well, yeah, if you're going to consider that he only, yeah.
They are saying Tony Stewart has won the race. Tony Stewart is the official winner here at Talladega. They would not allow that pass below the yellow line.
That's the only way that can be. You can't go. You can't race one way for 187 laps and change on the last lap. You have to be able to take the same deal. It's a great win for Tony Stewart and his team.
It's a long way from turn 3 to the start-finish line, though. Look at him looking.
Tony Stewart out of the final turn. Made the big move in the offseason.
Here he comes.
To go over to Haas Racing, take over part of the ownership, and Tony Stewart's going to take that team to victory lane.
48's out of gas. See him on the inside there. Listen to the crowd, man. He ran out of turn 2. That's incredible.
God, I'm proud of you guys. You make me look like a damn genius in here.
Casey Kane. One car around Kane, able to hang on to it. And here he comes across the line.
You guys.
Flat tires.
What does Johnson do to help Stewart? Doesn't matter. Kyle Busch is going to hog all the racetrack, or he should. He's mirror driving right now. Tony Stewart trying to get to the bottom. He may get turned for mirror driving, but he's going to be mirror driving. Stewart's trying to squeeze in there.
See that
He's shoving to the bottom.
See that hand? He just wanted to touch him, man. Just wanted to touch him.
Can't get him to the high side. Here he comes. No,
there he turns him. He turns him.
Bush in the wall. Here comes Stewart to the checkered flag. And another car gets in the backside. It's Casey Kane. And they're scattering everywhere as they come to the line.
Some of these guys hit hard, man.
And one of them was Kyle Busch.
They're still hitting hard. Man, that's an ugly finish. But incredible. Incredible.
But that was 100% mirror driving, and that's what you have. That's what Kyle Busch had to do.
Looks like they're going to make it. This is going to be the critical corner here.
The one car, Martin Truex, we are told, slowing over in the back of the course. He may be out of fuel.
Great run by Tony Stewart today, though. Showed why he's so good.
Coming out of turn 11, it will be official. Tony Stewart wins at Watkins Glen. Marcus Ambrose, best career finish in second spot, and Carl Edwards will come home from the back of the pack in third. Kyle Busch fourth. Greg Biffle, the first ever top 5 here. Tony Stewart trying to hold off Jeff Gordon. 2 turns away for Tony Stewart, the 38-year-old two-time champion, coming out of turn 4, and Tony Stewart will win it at Kansas Speedway. Side-by-side battle here, Kane and Martin, and it'll be Casey Kane at the stripe. And Jimmy Johnson ends up finishing behind the 0-0. That's a 9th spot for Johnson. Unofficially.
You are the man, Smoke. Thank you so much.
Tony Stewart, his last win was Kansas back in October of 2009. It's been 31 starts since he has tasted the champagne in victory lane. But here he comes.
Ring the bell, baby. Woo! Nice job, D. Good job, guys.
His 38th win with Carl Edwards second. Jimmy Johnson comes home in third. And in fourth, it will be Jeff Burton with Kyle Busch fifth. Kurt Busch comes back to finish sixth. Boyer, Newman, Montoya, Ambrose with a good run to finish in the top 10. Now Jimmy goes to the high side. Boyer comes down, opens the door. Johnson's got to run. Jimmy's going to have the momentum right here. Coming out of turn number 4. For the first time in his career, Tony Stewart is going to win here at Auto Club Speedway. The battle's going to be for second. Stewart takes the checker flag. He gets second. Boyer, Johnson, Kane, Newman. Mark Martin comes home in 6th.
Awesome team effort.
Denny Hamlin's 8th. Jeff Gordon all the way to 9th with that 2-tire change. That keeps him in the hunt.
It certainly does. Behind Kane and Newman, it's Mark Martin, Kevin Harvick, Denny Hamlin 8th, Jeff Gordon 9th.
Half a lap to go. Now Gordon's out of fuel.
All clear. Keep coming.
You'll see Gordon there. Matt Kenseth, Jimmy Johnson, all slowing out of gas. Tony Stewart, the fuel holds up. Tony Stewart opens the chase for the NASCAR Sprint Cup with his first win of the season. There are cars running out of gas everywhere around this racetrack. Matt Kenseth getting pushed by the 38 car. He doesn't want that on the last lap of this race.
Well, he got pushed all the way down the back straightaway and all the way through 3 and 4. And that is illegal on the last lap.
Sounds like he's got plenty of fuel.
So if he was stalking him, he knew just what he was doing. 2 wins in a row to start the chase.
Way to go.
Tony Stewart wins at New Hampshire.
That's impressive by Tony Stewart and this team. Brad Keselowski, great day.
Greg Biffle out of fuel coming to the checkers.
See if Jeff Gordon can beat him. Nope. Looks like Biffle beat Gordon to the line.
But Gordon was able to stretch the gas to get there. Johnson, Gordon. Will there be a bump and run? He's going to try it.
Johnson gets there, but not enough. Tony Stewart wins at Martinsville. Clint Boyer spinning around in the final quarter. Just shy of the finish. How about Tony Stewart, who's run
flag, man.
so poorly at this racetrack the last couple of races? They got the up front starting spot when qualifying was rained out. They got shuffled back. They used strategy to get back to the front, and a timely win in his bid for the championship. To Talladega, the winner at Martinsville last week, and a dominator today. He'll gain ground, not a ton, as Carl Edwards is going to finish second. But with his 4th win in 8 tries in his bid for the championship, Tony Stewart takes the checkered flag at Texas. Carl Edwards finishes second, and the championship goes on to its final 2 races, with the top 2 separated by 3 points. 3 positions on the racetrack.
It's going to be fun. How good is that, though? With all the talk and everything that happened.
Great job, guys. Awesome pit stop at the end. That did it, man.
It's the best driving I've ever seen, and Carl Edwards did an incredible job, too. But this is the man right here, Tony Stewart.
2002, he was the champion. 2005, he was the champion, those driving for someone else. This time, he's an owner driver, and he's going to become a 3-time NASCAR Sprint Cup champion. Tony Stewart wins it.
So we got it? We got it. We got the tiebreaker, baby. Awesome job. Derek.
Everything he could, but 14 is just stout.
Turn 4, final time. Johnson arcs high, brings it down low. The defending Sprint Cup champion Tony Stewart makes it a smoke show in Vegas and wins the Cobalt Tools 400.
There, Ryan Newman in that 39 car. He'd been chipping away all day long, finished 4th.
Boyer in the 15, he ended up 6th. Great run, and Paul Menard stopped and got tires. Restarted 18th, and he finished up in 7th spot. Great run by Menard.
Taking the lead at lap 85, and Tony Stewart officially the winner. Red flag rain, a rain-shortened, first ever rain-shortened race here at the Auto Club Speedway, but the 2nd win this season already for Tony Stewart in just 5 races.
And what a start for this team. You know, you get a new crew chief, you want things to get off on a good start so that you can build some momentum. Tony's certainly done that with 2 victories.
Coming down through the tri-oval. Once we get the white flag, the next flag will end it, whether it's the caution or the checker. Side by side with a lap to go at Daytona.
And these guys are going to run. They're going to be leaning on each other going down the backstretch.
Oh, my God.
We got somebody sideways. Wow, Burton did an unbelievable job saving that race car.
Amazing save by Jeff Burton.
Now we got the 14 out there all by himself, but he got a big push to get away from those guys.
Tony Stewart pulling down in front of Matt Kenseth. And Kane with a little charge in the outside lane.
That's the break that Tony needed right there.
This is going to be... They're
stacking up. They're stacking up.
Through turns 3 and 4
here we go.
for the final time. Big crash behind the race leader, Tony Stewart. That's going to allow smoke to pull away. What's going to happen behind him? Can Burton get there? No, he can't. Tony Stewart wins it at Daytona.
Great finish.
From 42nd to the win.
Great move by Jeff Burton right there. I tell you,
That was a
great race by Jeff Burton. I'm telling you, incredible save and incredible job to put him in position. And you know, Matt's just where he's got to be. But Casey Kane deserves a lot of credit for that too, pushing that 14 and getting him in the right position.
Did you see the water spitting out of that thing, man? I mean, he sacrificed his engine right there.
Tony Stewart will come up on Timmy Hill in the back straightaway. looking for his 48th career win. Hill stays high, and the driver who started the weekend saying this is our worst track is going to victory lane in Dover. Tony Stewart wins the FedEx 400, benefiting Autism Speed.
Smoke them today.
Way to go, guys. Very proud of everybody on this race team. Take you guys back in the shop, too.
Second win here for Steve Addington, the crew chief.
And I'm happy for Steve Addington. They have been ready to tar and feather him. And Greg Zeppedelli,
the hard work paying off. Got to keep it up.
Said this week, we have not been giving this team the tools they need to even get a top 5, much less win a race.
What a day.
Uh-oh. Oh, he's wheel hopping. He's going to hit him.
Hamlin is there.
He hit him.
Hey,
oh,
got him.
goodness,
Oh, no. No.
It's not over.
Get him back.
Denny got in there and wheel hopped. I don't think he meant for that to happen, but then he made contact with Tony. I think Tony was also pretty loose getting in there.
Well, that was what happened to Tony lap before, you know, when he got loose into 7 and that allowed Hamlin to close up.
Hey,
but
this thing's not over, guys. Watch what happens into turn 11 in this heavy braking zone.
2 more corners. Hamlin trying to pull
Tony's
away.
Close enough.
I think Tony used up his stuff. I mean, we knew he was having, you know, issues
Here we
with
go.
the car.
Stewart inside.
Oh,
he
Hamlin
is
went
there.
wide.
He
What
gets
in the world?
Hamlin. They
Whoa.
hit. And Stewart comes off turn 11. And he's coming to the flag.
How did that
Tony
just happen?
Stewart
How did
wins.
that happen? Are you kidding me?
Oh, my goodness.
All right, man. How does that feel, buddy? Still a champion, buddy. Yeah, I'll take that.
That's funny.
We started our season in Daytona with an unbelievable side-by-side finish. Denny Hamlin stealing the lead from Matt Kenseth and beating Martin Truex by fractions of a second.
We
And
keep getting better every week. I'm really proud of everybody on this deal.
We
Just
finished
keep going, guys.
with a spectacular finish.
Wow.
He just made the chase.
Two
right there.
drivers who both refused to lose on the last lap.